Faith in Gaming. We're going to be doing a little bit streaming tonight. I did a poll in our Crossfire Facebook group and got a few responses that Thursday night is probably the best night for streaming. So I'm going to try and make this a regular thing each and every week. Thursday night, roughly 8:30, depending on what my schedule looks like. And then playing until either I feel tired or we don't have a ton of people, maybe just an hour or two each night. And I'll go longer if I have a decent amount of people watching and hanging out and wanting to chat. So that's going to be kind of the plan going forward. And of course, we're going to be also uploading these streams to YouTube after the fact. So if you do miss one of these and want to catch up on YouTube, you can. So yeah, let's get going. Tonight we're going to be playing through and continuing my restart of Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a game that we've chatted about a little bit in the group before. The big thing that I think a lot of people, because not everybody is a PlayStation gamer in our group, of course, but is the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC shortly. So those of you on PC will get to experience this wonderful and fabulous game and also get everybody hyped for Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which was announced at the Sony press conference. I streamed last week, Thursday during the day before the Sony press conference, so planned is to chat a little bit about that and my thoughts and how the conference went overall. Today, EA did their little EA Play conference, so we're going to chat a little bit about that while we play as well. And just kind of talk about the state of gaming and what's going on. And of course, get the hype train going for tonight because Last of Us Part 2 officially releases tonight at 12 Eastern Time. So yeah, I've got it preloaded and ready to go at 10 o'clock my time. So I'm excited to get into that and play. I will most likely be going over and playing that later, but I will not be streaming that just because of the content matter of it. We don't really want to have that on the channel being streamed for now. We had a really great conversation Monday night in our Discord chat in regards to video games and violence and all that stuff and what that means as a Christian doing that. And I think, we had a really good chat about that. I think we're all pretty much in the most, there was a lot of people in a lot of agreement, which is that the media that you enjoy, I don't think you have to fully censor yourself as a Christian. However, and here's the caveat, I do feel like if it's something that you struggle with, if it's something that causes issues for you, then in that case, I don't believe that you should indulge in that. But certain people just have certain reactions to different things. And so because of that, I'm all for you consuming the media that you want to consume as long as it doesn't affect you in a negative way. So if violence affects you in a specific way, if sexual content affects you in a certain way, then by all means avoid that at all costs. We don't want you to have those struggles and the issues with it. And I get that. And then other people, it's not a big deal. You're able to look past it and you're able to, not have it affect you too much. Again, that's just how the way you're made, whether you care about it or you don't. And so, kind of make those decisions on your own. We're all adults here. And it's part of the reason that, we make decisions and a lot of this stuff is rated differently per kids because as a kid, you may not be able to differentiate that stuff. And so it's not good for you to consume that content. So not going to be streaming The Last of Us, but I will be playing it tonight because it's one of my most anticipated games probably of all time. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a brand new game coming out. So I am stoked for that. I am excited to finally get my hands on it and play it. So yeah, but let's get a tweet out real quick. Okay, just sent a tweet that we are live as well on Twitter. And I posted in our Crossfire Facebook group. So again, if you are watching this at a different time, make sure you join our Facebook group, Crossfire Faith and Gaming on Facebook. That's where we do a lot of the chatting and interaction. We also have a Discord, which you're more than welcome to reach out for and join. We do have weekly chats on our Discord channel with about 10 of us regularly. We got about 100 in the Facebook group. But we're hoping to expand and continue expanding because we've got a lot of plans in store for Crossfire. And a lot of ways that we're going to help the gaming community is our goal. We want to see what does this look like if Crossfire were its own church. And, rather than a normal Sunday service, we have our podcast where we talk about different things. And rather than fellowship hour after church, we have our Discord chat and we have different ways to hang out. And, you know, this streaming on a Thursday night is going to kind of be, what I would say would be like a small group. So hang out. Let me change and update the title here so that people can find us. But yeah, I mean, the way that we've put this, and the big thing is we are currently backed by the Methodist Church. This is it is the way I could say it, outreach group, fellowship group, church group that we're trying to accomplish is how can we reach gamers in a different way, and what does that look like? And so I think now, and especially now with what's going on in the world and the pandemic and church and other things being online, what is another way to reach people online in a different avenue? And I think gaming is one of those that, if you listen to our podcast this week, the person we interviewed, George Herrera, said it best. He said, you know, there are more gamers in the world than there are Christians right now. And so what are ways that we can reach that gaming community a little bit better, and show them what Christianity is about, show them that it's not this horrible thing that like you have to censor everything about yourself, and you know, Christian gamers are only known for playing their Bible games and that's it. And I think that's a myth, you know, mind you, there are some denominations of Christianity and stuff like that have their different things that would definitely say that you're not doing that at all. But what we want to create here at Crossfire is an open, honest community where any type of person can come and fellowship with each other and get to know each other and learn more about God and gaming and what does it all look like and just how this all works. So, you know, that's kind of our goal with the group and what we're trying to reach. And honestly, our goal is to, again, any type of person, no matter what your religion is. It doesn't even have to be Christianity. I saw the other day that somebody answered for what religion they believe in as an atheist. You're more than welcome to join our group. That's the whole point. We're not going to censor certain people and say you can't be here. Because the only way that you're going to have open and honest conversation with each other is by having people from every side. So that's kind of our goal here at Crossfire. So I'm going to get going, and that'll do it for my spiel on my on just what we are, what it looks like, what's it going to be going forward, and you know what to expect. So let's get going on Horizon Zero Dawn. So only a few minutes or about an hour into the game. Started playing on last Thursday, like I said. If you need to go catch up or you want to see what the beginning of the game looks like, feel free to head over to our YouTube channel, Crossfire Faith and Gaming, and check out the first part of the stream, or on the Twitch channel that you are on. Currently, we have that listed. I got to get used to this. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I just finished the game, actually, and I just tried. I thought she was going to climb up the rock, but that did not happen. So I'm going to continue with this mission, the point of the spear, which is resting at a camp. So continue on with this story. Again, I've played through about half of this game before, and it was just a time in my life where I wasn't able to, you know, keep a game, keep focused on a game. Open world games are a hard thing with me sometimes, but I'd say in the last couple of months I've beaten a couple open world games that took me a while. I 100%ed Assassin's Creed 2. I just finished yesterday Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I got the platinum trophy in that, so that requires you to do a lot of stuff in that game. Other open world games, I did finish Maneater, but I don't count that really as a full open world game. But fun game, very interesting, very quick. Oh, excuse me. I think it took me eight hours or so. So
carcass.
Yeah, trying to expand my horizons and horizon. No pun intended. But
since they first started appearing 10 years ago,
let's see. We're gonna take it all.
Yeah.
Okay, there's our goal. I just think, and you guys will get some of this through through the gameplay because I am streaming at 1080.
A machine. That's
I
why.
believe 30 frames per second is what I'm streaming at, is the best that I could get. But I will say that this game looks gorgeous. Gorgeous if you play it natively on a PS4 Pro, on a nice TV, which I have, and it is a great, beautiful looking game that really shows off. And mind you, this was a mid-generation game. I can't remember. I think this came out before the PS4 Pro. Someone will eventually correct me if I'm wrong, but that is my thoughts. I'm trying to remember where I was at in my life when this came out, and the big thing was that I don't think I had my Pro yet, but I can't remember if it came out or not.
This'll last.
Medicine pouches. Oh. Okay, square is the crouch. Oh no. Oh shit. I need to switch. Okay, again. I'm gonna have to get the controls back. I shot.
Won't be much farther now.
But yeah, I mean,
Why are we the only ones out
now the one thing I get a lot of people who say that
They did.
PlayStation exclusives are only open world games. They're open world and very similar,
machine will be my kill.
you know, types of games and all that. But I don't think Horizon fits that mold. While it is an open world game, I think that the direction they took this and the way that they went about this with the machines and all that, I hear, you know, the ending has quite a twist as far as, you know, the sci-fi nature of the game, and I'm like, you know, that's something creative. But then again, we have in a month Ghost of Tsushima coming out. Again, open world game, looks very similar to Horizon, but obviously set in feudal Japan. So very similar games. You get that complaint, but honestly, these are great, fun games to play, great gameplay, great story, a lot to do, because I see that complaint all the time. You look at a game, which, by the way, so The Order 1886, game that got torn to shreds. We will probably never see a sequel to it, which really frustrates me. The game was the first, like, big jump to AAA for the studio that came out with it. Oh, who was it? Shoot, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
How do you defeat it?
But they were mostly an indie studio, and they jumped to this AAA. And I remember leading up to that game, I was like, oh my gosh, this game is gorgeous. It looks amazing. And then the reviews came out, and it got ripped to shreds because the game was like 4 or 5 hours long. 4 to 5 hours long.
Stay out of sight.
Like,
I can use the tall grass to approach.
that's hard. So I'll be honest. I beat it. I got the platinum trophy in like 6 hours, and I took that back to GameStop and got pretty much all my money back, if I remember, because I returned it so quickly, and they had like a one of their promotions going, and so because of that, I was able to get back my money for that game. So luckily, it worked out for me. But okay, I gotta kill this sucker. Oh yeah. Let's see. Button to. Oh, how do I do the? There's that. There's that. There's that. Okay, that's easy. But where is the Nope. Map? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the right stick, or R3 to get the analysis up. Weakness fire. Interesting that I got fire arrows just a moment ago for the first time. Little game nod there when you get where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Little progression thing. You get the fire arrows, and then you get the okay, his underbelly. I want to highlight you. His underbelly is the weak spot. So again, the highlighting, you find the weak spot of the robot. I thought it was the tanks on the thing. Ooh, I got a good shot right there. Oh. Woo! Yep, not good. Not good. Only one away. Oh, geez. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Got him. Whew. Gotta get used to the combat again. But
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection.
hopefully it's loud enough for you guys to hear the game.
Against a dangerous new machine.
And I'm not too loud, but
Follow.
sounds fine on my end. Look at that. Look at that. I know it's
These are
cinematic,
Nora
but
hunting lands. They must be protected.
again, makes me
If you
super
hadn't
excited
destroyed
for
the
Horizon Zero
Sawtooth,
Dawn 2.
How many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it.
See if we
after
get
the
anybody else
proving, and after
coming
I'm
on at
gone.
all. But otherwise, we'll stream for about a little over an hour. Probably go till around 10
We're finished here.
if we don't have anybody showing up. But I want to get that Last of Us going. Oh man, am I excited for that. Am I excited for that? I going back to what I was saying earlier and at the beginning is I don't think I've been this hyped for a game. Trying to remember, like, GTA 4, I remember getting super hyped back in college. I attended a midnight release at GameStop. I was back in college. It was my freshman year, I remember. And just playing that game was ridiculous because that was such a huge jump from San Andreas Vice City to what GTA 4 was. GTA 5, amazing game. Ridiculous what you're able to do. Still a huge jump to it, but still that I feel like that jump from the PS2 to, you know, GTA 4 on PS3 and Xbox 360. I got it on Xbox 360 back in the day.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
Rust.
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I hope we find it.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
Awesome. It's a beautiful looking, great game. Frustrates me that I just haven't finished it yet, but it gives me something to play. Gives me something to look forward to during these like lulls that we'll have between games. Although, like I said, it's not going to happen here for the next 2 months or so with Ghost of Tsushima and then Last of Us. Or Last of Us and Tsushima, but yeah, let's. I'm gonna chat a little bit about the PlayStation conference first, and then we'll move on to EA, which was today. But the PlayStation conference, I loved it. Was it perfect? It wasn't perfect, but it was what we were looking for. They killed it with some great games, some new announcements, some surprise announcements, and, you know, a decent amount of gameplay. Now, there were some games that there was not gameplay, and I question, you know, what exactly was shown to us. And it's unfortunate, but the thing is, it's still better than we've got so far. Now, can Microsoft outdo that with their July event? We still don't have a date for that, but Dave and I will be doing a live reacts again to that. So don't worry about that. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And we'll have some fun doing some Microsoft stuff. It's not just about PlayStation here. You know, I have an Xbox. I still play my Xbox games. And a lot of people as PC gamers are gonna find stuff. Oh shoot, I'm out of ammo. Hello, buddy. Hi. Oh god. Sorry. The hard part of this is going to be getting used to, you know, talking and playing at the same time. Boom! Got him in the head. But yeah, they did what they needed to do. They brought the hype. Everybody's excited for that event. Lots of new, different games. What I love the most about the PlayStation conference we saw last week was the amount of different games that were shown. Like seriously, the amount of different games that were shown is just ridiculous. Like they showed family games, they showed open world games, they showed story driven games, they showed indies, they showed AAA, they showed a remake, they showed, you know, an upcoming big game. The one big misstep is they showed GTA 5 again to start the conference. I saw some people posting some stuff about that of like, there's no way that we're gonna see, you know, GTA 6, and then when Sony opens the press conference with Rockstar, everyone went nuts for about for about a second and a half, because I watched some other people's reactions later, and it was just funny that as soon as that showed up, it was like, no, they're gonna show GTA 6, but they ended up showing GTA 5. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. Thank you, Rockstar, for again, you know, getting our hopes up. But bad start. From there, though, going straight into Spider-Man Miles Morales, which luckily we have figured out a lot more about that game, including today. They came out with a blog post talking about what it was, what is Miles Morales, and they have said that it is a standalone game, so you don't need the original Spider-Man. It's not going to come with the original Spider-Man, but it is a separate, smaller story, offshoot of the main story. So in the same vein as Lost Legacy or the same vein as Infamous First Light, games that Sony has done in the past, where they have done smaller projects that continue a little bit of a side story and give us a decently full gaming experience, but is not a full sequel to the original game, which means that Spider-Man 2 is still coming at some point. And if Insomniac can play this right, I'm wondering if they could release Spider-Man 2 next year. To be able to get to a point where you have a Spider-Man game every year would be ridiculous with the quality that game brings. But I don't see it. I'm thinking 2022 for Spider-Man 2. 2022 for Spider-Man 2. We get Miles Morales now, and then
Are you ready?
yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn in 2021, Spider-Man 2 2022, God of War 2023. I mean, you could be set up for at least one huge AAA title per year,
Louder than I
and then some smaller, you know, smatterings of different types of games, different sizes, things like that. Other studios that we don't know about what they're doing. I mean, we know Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Yep. We know Spider-Man 2. Yep. That Ratchet and Clank game, that's in between all that too.
She'll help you.
I'm trying to think. Bend, we'll eventually hear from them. I hope they just don't do what they did last time, which was
I'm ready to do
they went
this.
completely dark after
back
they
home in a
created
few days?
their last title, which was a
You will
Vita
not
title.
find me there, Aloy.
I believe it was Uncharted Golden Abyss was the last game they did before Days Gone. Went completely silent
Take
for
this.
5-6 years, and then all of a sudden they come out with Days Gone and don't really light the world up. Days Gone's gotten better since launch. A lot of the bugs and updates helped it out, but it definitely was not the success that I see. So I'm wondering if they do Days Gone 2,
But I told
or
you,
if they
I
move
have
to
it
another
figured
one.
out. I'll come to you
the one
in
that people
secret.
thought originally
I'll
Ben
be
was
the one
working
breaking
on.
the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to
The
me.
other one that people thought was a Siphon Filter
will only
remake,
hold you back.
because Bend was a part of that
I wish
creation
you
back in the
embraced
day,
tribe.
which could be an interesting thing for them to go to. Maybe split off into two and have a
Until now.
Siphon Filter coming.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This
Forgot this is kind of an important
is
moment.
goodbye.
Her father figure is leaving.
I see. I'm glad to have this then. It will remind me of you, of everything you did, and how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Go with the loving response.
Heavier
rather
than it
the
looks.
angry response.
But the cord is strong.
The cord
May
is
the Old
strong.
Mother bless you, Aloy.
Man.
And you. How could he do this? Today of all days. I have
you
to
go.
keep my mind on the proving.
Entering for the proving to join back with society, I believe. Yeah, coming at this somewhat fresh. It's been a while. Remember the proving. Remember what happens in the proving. If you haven't seen the game, you're about to find out.
You will turn back, outcast. Or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja.
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival.
Enjoy the festival.
Oh, down the path to the right, you'll
Going
find
back
an old
to,
friend.
yeah, so
Can't
let's go
wait to see
through
you.
some of the
But I
games that
don't
we
know
saw.
anyone here.
Already talked about Spider-Man.
Try telling him that.
One game that
We will
both
talk
David and I
later. May
really
the goddess
loved,
protect.
and we are,
What is
I'm
going on?
excited because it looks so good. Kenna. Kind of a platformer. It reminds me of launch title for Xbox 360. Oh, dang it. What was that name? Oh, that was kind of artistic, and it was kind of a platformer exclusive. Oh, the name's completely out of my head right now. But, whew, that art style. That's the other thing that Sony did a great job during the conference. They showed a vast amount of different art styles, and they just worked. Like, the different art styles really showed off well with the PS5.
It's you, isn't it? Over here. It is
And
Aloy, isn't it?
for me,
I'm remembering your name correctly?
Are you the old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
oh, we know
I see
you.
you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving.
Other games that were pretty cool, obviously.
turn out
Demon
to be
Souls,
much of a hunter.
not a Souls guy.
I serve the tribe as a
I would
stitcher
love to
instead.
get into it. They look
A
beautiful.
maker of garments
I hear a lot of
and
good
armor.
things. For me, it's just frustration
In
builds.
preparation for this day,
I can't have
I've made an
fun. I'm not the
outfit
kind of
for
guy that like finds a lot of joy out of eventually beating something.
What's it going
I've done
to
it a
cost?
couple times with games.
Cost?
For instance,
Nothing.
Last of Us played through
Consider it the
Grounded.
thanks I tried to give years ago.
Ooh, there were a couple parts that
Long overdue.
frustrated. Took me a very to beat. Two free samples. How do I open the sample boxes? Does anybody know? Nora the Brave. Oh, free of charge. Okay. I'm supposed to wear it. Equip. Equip. There we go. Nora Survivor 8 for 45, 5. Okay, let me that. Do I have enough big one? Ugh, 200 metal shards. I need 2 watch points. For now, I'm just gonna keep what I have.
There.
Need to figure out how to.
See?
Thank you.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it. Every outfit offers some advantage. Anyway,
It's a trade-off. That's right.
shouldn't
That's
keep
how
you
RPGs
from-
work.
head for the Matriarch's Lodge.
By the
if
way,
you want to find
finishing Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
You'll know it when you see
the system
Large
they put in that
wooden
game for
buildings, an
equipment.
angry mob waiting outside.
Thank you.
Tears
Thank
said
you,
something about
Ubisoft, for
envoys from another
you
tribe.
know taking some of the
Yes,
things that we hate
the
about
mob angry
RPGs
about
and
Karja
changing it
visiting our
up
sacred
because
land for the first time in
the
years.
fact in that game you
I'd
can
expect to see some tomatoes fly. Maybe Hopefully
wear
not
whatever
spirits.
gear, because obviously
In any
gear
case,
offers
ready
different
to duck.
stats, but you can also go into this to each piece of gear and you can change the way it looks to a different piece of gear. So while you get the stats of one piece of gear, you can make it look like a different one. So then you're not trading off what you look like for
Last a minute against Valor. Not
functionality. So it allows you to really, create the character that you want with the stats that you want, start to finish. Which is the only problem that happens sometimes when playing RPGs is you look ridiculous. You look absolutely ridiculous because you're just putting on the best gear possible and it's not matching and it doesn't look good and it's not what you like. But this game allowed so much customization. It made you feel like your character was your own. So I love that. It was great. Really enjoyed it. And I'm excited for Valhalla now. For Odyssey to be as good as it was, and for me to get to experience that. I'm really excited for Valhalla. I really want to see some gameplay of that for next gen, but that's
For 2 years, we have
That's just
been
the way
at
it
peace
is.
with the
So-
Karja. It is time to restore our
let's
bonds
see
of
what we got
trade
going
with
on.
Meridian.
Buddy,
These
Announcement
envoys
went out.
come to us
That's awesome.
under a banner of peace.
got my Stream Deck going, and it's sent a tweet for me.
An enunciation of gratitude written
Killers
by the
and
hand
slavers!
of
Yeah!
Sun King
Yeah!
of
Killers and slavers!
Hey,
Luminance of
hold
the-
your fruit. Nora Faithful, hold your fruit. Now, I'm Azaram, not Karja, so I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous
Oops.
bung. Oh, he was. He's a tyrant and a monster.
Oh, okay. So X pauses, resume, and skip. We don't skip.
Raided my tribe for blood
just don't
sacrifice,
need it
just like
now.
yours.
Keep this in here.
My own sister.
Catch it later.
Take
Yeah, our whole goal right now is just, can we provide as much content as possible for you
13th
guys?
King is dead.
And
2 years now.
we're going to use this content to fellowship and to provide something for you guys. An incentive to join our community and be a part of it.
Not because
know,
he lusted for
That's
power,
our goal.
but
We've
because someone
got a lot
had
of
to
great
put an end to his
ideas.
father's
We've got a lot of
atrocities.
charity and stuff that we want to focus on. The whole goal of Crossfire is really never to get to a point where we're
Straight from the lips of the
making
14th.
money off of this or where we're working as this. Like, neither of us want this to be our job. We want to do this for fun and do this to reach out and connect with more people. And so our whole goal is to eventually be able to give money away to different organizations, to be able to raise money for other organizations, things like that.
14th luminance of the radiant
People
line.
pieces.
People of the Nora. On the eve
Unnoted,
of your
right? He's wearing a focus, just like mine.
the Karja stand with you.
Perhaps the Karja have come to make amends.
Where did he find it? You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
That beard.
Why,
Look at that.
I guess you're not.
Great looking hair
Beyond
physics,
delving in the
honestly.
ruins
Even though
of another world.
sometimes Aloy's, when hair is running,
What's
doesn't
wrong?
look the greatest.
Apologies. Malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait,
No, we'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa.
Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head.
His name is Olin? Who is he?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. He
Places.
spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face.
Yeah, and if you're watching,
I mean,
welcome.
no
Welcome to the
offense.
stream. Welcome to
Looks great.
Crossfire. Going through Horizon Zero Dawn. Shows I got a couple users in the chat, but nobody watching right now, so we'll keep going. We will keep on going. Quite a
I thought your
speech
friend was
game.
going to go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
So let's move on. So
wasn't
Sony
sure
press
I could do
conference, like I said in the podcast, I'd give it about a
Pissed
B.
with the Karja about
Did
the
everything I
Red
needed,
Rays.
and of course it showed
Who
the
can blame
system.
them?
Whether you like it or not, I like it because it's something different. I'm excited for something a little bit different than what we're used to. Going out of the norm.
I should make my way to the...
Yeah. I mean,
So
you're smart.
that works for me.
You're obviously
Now,
capable.
moving on.
Well, I mean, look.
Today we had the EA
what are
plays.
you
and
talking about?
oh boy, that
You
was
know
not
what?
good. No.
All right, if you ever, I'll eat
And honestly, I would put that behind Microsoft's event.
Than I do.
I thought
You
said
could
she was
tell
captured
that
and killed by
EA
the
did
last
not
Sentinel.
have a lot to show.
Ha!
They did
Captured, yes. Killed.
not. There was a
no.
lot of filler
Takes more than a
with,
few Karja to finish Ursa.
you know, statements and
She got
people
away.
talking about
Now she's
things.
captain of the
All of
entire
that. A
Vanguard.
lot of filler during
It's
the
quite a
event.
story. Maybe I'll tell it
And
to
not
you
a lot
later.
of actual games. You know,
Anyway,
I love the
go
look of the
blessings.
two indie games in the middle.
So,
Great.
see you around.
Sports games. That's not even a trailer. I mean, show actual trailers of each game. Show some gameplay. So no.
The past should be left in the past.
I mean, your big hitter was announcing Skate, and you didn't show anything. You literally had the guys working on Skate come on and be like, "It's back! You did it! We're making Skate! Thanks! Have a great day!" What? Like, I get that people wanted to hear about that game. They did. Like, people have wanted that game forever. I'm excited that it's back. It was a great series. But, come on. Really? You're not going to show anything? Even just a little teaser. That would have been much better and more hype. To be like, oh, shoot, Skate's back. No. It's two of the creators talking, and then all of a sudden, by the way, Skate's back. Sorry.
Aloy,
It was, the
take
pacing
your
was
place
poor.
right there.
The showings was
The
poor.
prayer lantern
I mean,
is yours.
really all they had to show
I
was
made
a small like sizzle reel with one of the higher ups talking about next gen, we're going to be doing this and this, and then let's show like early build models for what's going to be Battlefield, what looks like Dragon Age from BioWare.
In her honor,
Trying to think what else
light
kinda
its
got shown.
flame.
I mean, the only good thing was Star Wars Squadron, which we already saw that this week. We saw a trailer. They showed more, but they could have easily just posted that and been done with it.
In honor of Rost. And all he did
So,
to get here.
I'm excited for Squadrons. I'm excited for Star Wars Squadrons. It's going to be fun to team up with some friends. As somebody who owns a VR headset, I'm definitely going to be playing that in VR. Because that was one of the best things about VR was the Battlefront. Sorry. Oh, so tired. The Battlefront VR mode was just ridiculous. But it was only one small, tiny mission. The fact that they've already said that Squadron can be totally playable in VR means that is what I'm doing. I am playing that puppy in VR. Other than that, again, very poor showing from
I have some questions
EA.
for him.
I'm very sad about it. Very disappointed. I need Microsoft, save me, please. Save me, please, Microsoft, with a great July showing. Please. The other news we got today was the delay of Cyberpunk 2077 for 2 more months.
Why did
The
you
third
ask those
delay,
strangers
I believe it's
earlier?
third or fourth delay. I think it's third. Which I'm fine with. Hey, take all the time you need. We know it's going to be a great
Stop
game.
dodging my
You
questions.
guys made The Witcher 3, which is one of the best games ever. It's going to be awesome. But my thing
I've
is,
never seen anyone else
you know,
focus. Where
because they're
exactly did you
delaying it,
find
I looked everywhere and I didn't get real confirmation. Are they now going to simultaneously release copies for PS5 and Series X rather than, you know, just the upgrade system? Can I get just a PS5 copy of Cyberpunk 2077?
I found my focus.
Those are
in a
questions
cave
I'm
just
wondering
like you're
because I
describing.
heard that
A ruin of the old
those
place.
upgrades / the actual copies of the next gen games wouldn't be coming until 2021 or later on. I don't know what that meant. They didn't really say. So
When we spoke earlier, you
it's
winced, then looked like you were in pain.
sad, but it is what it is. However, we
Did your
are
friends
getting
show you something?
Cyberpunk 2077 event
anything.
next week.
I told you, it
We're going to
malfunctioned.
show
Happens
some
all
more
the time.
gameplay. We haven't gotten a ton of gameplay of this game. Mostly, you know, cinematics and a little bit of gameplay. But if we get a deep dive, ooh, that'll hold me over. That'll hold me over for a while.
You're not a very convincing liar.
So I'm excited
You always accuse people you've just
for
met
that
of lying.
game.
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
And
Fire spit girl.
yeah.
I'm a plain hammered man with nothing
So,
to hide.
ooh.
You don't believe me? That's your trouble, not mine.
So Cyberpunk 2077 event and then the Xbox event. So Xbox, what can you do to have a
We have this
A
device
plus
in common.
A
We can't
plus
wait to stop
exclusives event? Okay, and I know they've learned. They have. They're not going to screw up this time.
I'm used to
If
being
they
stuck
screw up
with
this
the
time, I mean, there's no
You'd
hope
be different.
because
Nothing personal.
you saw the feedback. I mean, heck, they had to apologize after the last Xbox event because of what was expected and advertised versus what we got. So you know, one, we're gonna get gameplay, lots of gameplay. What kind of games are we gonna get? Like everybody knows, Halo. It's out there. Woo! Like it's not as heavy a hitter anymore, especially because we know about it. If we did not have a Halo game announced at this point and they revealed it there, that's a different story. But as it stands, they already have announced Halo Infinite. So what new games? Oh my gosh, what new games are we going to see from Microsoft that we have not seen yet? What are some things? I mean, we're going to get Hellblade 2. We're going to see probably gameplay from that. Smart call. And that'll be good. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Halo being shown, but that can't be your big hitter. Okay? So the difference is everybody knew Horizon Zero Dawn 2 was coming at some point. But what they did not know was when and what it would look like, what it was about, and all of that fun stuff. So we had not seen anything yet from Sony on this game. So getting that announcement was a big deal. But Halo Infinite's already been announced. So
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're
okay.
gonna get.
So yeah, some new titles, something new out there for Microsoft. There's rumors of another Halo game coming out, or not Halo. Sorry, Halo on my mind now.
You're very
Fable. There's rumors of a Fable game coming. They play their cards right and go back to Halo's or Fable's roots. And we might, you know, that might be a good heavy hitter for the new Xbox.
Outcast.
You know, what games are going to come at launch? What does that look like?
Rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
Oh,
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
it's kind of funny, you know. Her being an outcast and the way she's treated and what's going on in the world right now.
Where's your bite, outcast?
It's just no.
Or did you need my... Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it...
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with
About
everyone,
45 minutes
outcast.
into the stream.
You belong in the wilds.
Keep going here. Probably get through the event.
The only way you know how to feel strong is to make someone else feel weak.
Good
It's
answer.
Not working.
It's a great
I've trained
answer.
all my life.
Also, if you've not already checked out
Oh,
the
I've seen
podcast this week, it did get posted this morning.
body.
We've got another interview with another game developer in the Christian community who just came out this past Tuesday with a game,
It's a cherished memory.
Discover God, a VR title for Oculus Quest. Very cool thing that puts in the feet of Jesus as you play through some Bible stories in VR. I think it's a great way to reach out to kids and other people who
show you tomorrow.
you know, may not understand the Bible fully,
Yeah,
and
right.
give them an
This
interactive
is
way of
boring.
figuring out the Bible.
Time
which,
for boss to
you
get
know,
some
when
sleep.
games look
You'll
to
be
do
the
that
one
as well, I
surprised
think is a
tomorrow,
great
outcast.
thing.
Not me.
David
Oh,
and
are
I
you gonna
just
shut your
chatted
mouth?
about
Because that would be a surprise.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey has the living tour option that I think is amazing. To be able to have people tour the different historical locations and learn about them without any enemies is an awesome option that I think is
Nice
really
job handling
smart
Bast.
of Ubisoft.
That should keep him quiet till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are.
I'm
Competition.
Aloy.
The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that.
Decided to
Now, if you'll
continue gaining
excuse
some
me, I'm gonna get
followers.
some sleep. I plan to be well rested.
Continue to
and
grow
ready
this
for you
channel
to
for
the
different
grind
things.
tomorrow.
Like I said, we'll be live streaming a lot of different events,
Your
especially the
bunk's right there.
Xbox event will probably be our next big live event.
Thanks.
Maybe the Cyberpunk. And then, yeah, me streaming regularly on here with different games and stuff that you guys want to see. So excited to continue doing this and see where it goes and
So?
talk to you guys in the
Your
community
mother's
and be a
heart.
part of that.
What do you think?
I think is a good thing.
You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Let me go with the
It
heart
has
answers this playthrough.
Certain charms.
Homey enough, once you're accepted.
That's the problem.
I think you'll find a place here. I do. Get some rest.
Only 50 minutes away from the release of The Last of Us Part 2. Exciting game to be able to play. Very, very interesting. I kind of heard the biggest spoiler, but reading up a little bit more recently with the game being out, they said it happens in the very beginning stages of the game. Which sucks. I don't love it. I don't love what the spoiler is. Sucks to have to go through with it. But if it's in the beginning of the game, then it's not the big reveal of the game. It's not the big end game. For something like this to happen at the beginning, it's not where the game is going to go through the whole thing. So, not too worried about it. Just excited to experience it myself and try and get away from the rest of the spoilers or the rest of what people are saying. One thing I'd like to say about the controversy and following and what's happening with spoilers and people's reactions to the game. I've seen countless times already since the game has come out and been in the hands of actual people that everybody says, don't let the spoilers stop you from playing this game. Don't. One, not all of them are right. Two, it's not what it seems. And three, playing it in context of the game is so different than just hearing about it.
What will
So,
it take to get you out of here?
excited to get through. I'm going to play a little bit tonight. I'm tired. I'd rather maybe get some early sleep and then what do we got?
Let's get this over with.
This jerk.
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
Yeah, we'll get another. Get you guys. A lot of what I will do is upgrade the bow as much as I can. Ooh. Oh, I need to... Okay. Press R1 for a high damage attack on downed enemies. While aiming, toggle with R3 to slow down time. Oh, yeah. Precision, light spear attack that has an increased chance to knock off armor. Critical hit deals more damage. Double shot, I do. Concentration, more time on concentration. Where's the healer? Always, I go heavy on health and I go heavy on attack when I play RPGs. That's just, I'm a brute. That's how I play. So, where am I going for secondary? Oh, okay. Oh, there you are.
Good. And again. There. Faster, come on. I've got to catch up.
Go to the Brave Trail. I'm way behind.
I've got to catch up.
Come on. What's going on?
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me.
Strong, Dead last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win or Vala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now. That's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart.
Of course we're gonna take it.
Than dead altogether.
Of course we're gonna take it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier. You're insane to go that way. That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
Stop right there. Turn around.
I can't see. Boss, the ball right behind.
Come on now. Faster. Stop dragging. Gotta keep going.
The outcast.
On the old trail?
Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Look.
Yeah, I am. I am gaining.
Outcast is catching up.
How'd she get up there? This is gonna be close. Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it.
Focusing right now. Trying to get through the vent. Up, 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 away!
We had a try, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Perfect.
We got this. We're gonna finish. Huh? Uh-huh. 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 Go.
Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
She didn't win. The outcast cheated. An outcast? Win the proving?
Ah. Just did it.
Never. For she is a brave now.
Ah.
You did it. As are you all. So long as you put your trophy on the altar. But it is Aloy.
Once outcast, now brave, who was first. That's right!
Brave, who is first among us.
Uh-oh. Oh no. We're being attacked. Oh, that's 2 arrows in the back. Come on.
Keep them pinned down till the others arrive.
We can't stay here. That's the way out. But we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy.
I'll find an angle. Let's do this. Gotta surround him.
Are you with us?
I'm with you.
Let's go. Now.
Kill them!
Come on, mother. Headshot. Headshot.
We can't win.
Headshot. Headshot. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Got them all.
Quick! Run for the slip wire!
Run, 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 run!
Kill them all!
No witnesses, no survivors. Run! Gotta make it.
Stay together!
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming! How many are there?
My headshot. Boom. Headshot.
How many are there?
Too many of them! We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us! Kill the defilers!
Come on. Whoa, he just went through the rock there.
Kill the invaders! They're too strong! We can't stop them! Kill the defilers!
Woo! Oh. Goodness, I didn't even realize I was almost dead.
We can't
Headshot.
win!
You can win. There's literally one left. Woo! Got through that. We're gonna make it. Oh no. What is she doing? She's
Now,
pinned down.
descend while we have a chance.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, so we're not going machine gun. Oh no. Oh dang. Even the jerk got.
Everyone, forward!
That was a headshot. Come on. Hey. Headshot. Oh. Just moved. Searching the leader. Let's find out who he is. And he has a earpiece, just like us. We know who did this. Uh-oh.
Turn your face to the sun, child.
Frost. Come on, Ross. I don't have a good feeling about this. Why is he not using the other end of the spear? Stab the guy.
Burn it all, then to your task.
As you command.
Come on, Aloy. Gotta wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Aloy. Aloy. Survive.
Come on. Roll her off the mountain. No. That gets us through the proving here. As soon as we get control again, I'll probably call it time for now. Just hang out for about an hour. Start doing this more regularly, but hopefully get some people to come hang out when we do. Maybe I need to do it during the day too. Some people just need a something to keep them preoccupied while they're doing work or whatnot. Just figured maybe at night would be better, but we can always do different times. Oh.
To take her there is blasphemy. She should be near her mother.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's Roost. Oh. Creepy. Good. You guys can't see this on my monitor.
Frost.
30 minutes till The Last of Us Part 2 releases. Thank you for hanging out watching with me. If you're watching this later on or live now or come back to fill in later on, whatever it is, sure. Oh.
I have to get out of here.
Ugh, man.
I need my focus. No.
Time, Aloy. Okay, so we have just completed the proving. That's going to do it for this gameplay session. So just a quick little hour gameplay, getting mission to mission. Just keep doing this through as you guys get to experience Horizon Zero Dawn with me. So yeah, it was great hanging out with you guys. Great you guys watching this again. We'll try and do this every Thursday for about an hour, 2 hours, depending on, you know, if we get a bunch of people in here and the conversation's fun and we're having a lot of fun, I'll stay up and keep playing. But for now, I will talk to you folks later. So make sure you follow our Twitch channel, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast, and head over to Facebook /XFUMC to join the community and join the conversation, as well as our Discord is listed there as well. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.